Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak 2 Part 79. In the previous video we pretty much finished up our talking tour of Edith, round 2. All we have left is the Eastern Restaurant. So we're gonna talk to you guys, then do our little story thing, and then, well, I guess we'll probably go watch the race, where nothing bad will happen. I heard Miss Mao mention that all those anti-immigration terrorists are up to their old tricks again. I come from an immigrant family myself, so I can already imagine what kind of horrible things they might pull. But I'm not afraid. Not when I've got Miss Mao and Co on here to protect me.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
You think the immigration people coming to the restaurant, they just get shot in the fucking head? The guild is here again. The rookie among them seems to have much weighing upon him. In any case, they're almost certainly here to keep us in check. Won't be leaving them to their own devices. Who? Oh, it's those guys. What's more, the Easterner they have with them is that B-rank bracer from the Long Life branch. Now, why would he come all this way to Edith? You better keep a close watch on him, considering his origins.
Well...
Oh yeah, that dude. I remember him. Don't worry me. I'll be keeping an eye on the second floor for a time. If there's anything you need, just ask away. Don't worry. The guild are toothless. They won't do shit. Ever again. You know, I kind of figured something was bothering you. Never thought it'd be about your family. Sorry, that's it. And, should have never told you all those lies in the first place. Whatever. You're still a pretty okay kid in my book. Plus, you never really got a chance to put your plan into action. I mean, you probably wouldn't be here anymore if you did. Enough about that. What are your goals from here on out? I'm still aiming to become a senior bracer. Well, for real this time. I'm not so sure I even have the right anymore, but I'd like to stop a story like mine from ever happening again. If you're willing, I'd really appreciate some help with my recommendations. Sheesh, finally take us up on our offer of help, and this is what you asked for? It's no big deal. It's something all Bracer have to deal with. Bracer seems to be doing well lately. Nah, man, if he wants to be senior Bracer, he's got to save the country. That's the criteria that we set out. Alright? Those are the standards I was told. You had to save the country and destroy an ancient robot that's been sealed away for time immemorial. Now, you only have to somewhat beat the monster because you do get saved in a cutscene, but, you know... Back then, it was kind of okay because it hadn't happened that much. And that monster, that mech did have fucking hands. Yes, he is. I'm sure he'll be a proper bracer in no time. Which, I mean, that is still the #1 solution to all the, like, getting saved in a cutscene is make the game, like, hard. So it's like when you get saved in the cutscene, you're like, whew! I really didn't want to have to do a second phase. I didn't want him to pop back up when the HP bar refill and it starts playing the cooler boss music. I wasn't really ready for that shit. I wonder how Alvis is holding up. Oh, yeah. That guy. There was definitely a second of like, who the fuck is Alvis? You were wrapping up a bigger job than usual yesterday. We misread the situation and we have been in a bit of a bind. I just assumed he was dead. I managed to recover with a little teamwork, but he seemed pretty upset about it. Oh yeah, I guess he was all like brooding or whatever. Sure, he's at the B rank now, but that's no reason for him to feel like he has to do everything. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, B ranks are supposed to be able to defeat like a fucking demon lord, you know? Judith, you okay over there? Takes 5 recommendations to become a senior bracer. You got 3 so far. Does Calvert even got 5 cities? I mean, he's got what? Edith? I guess Longlie has a branch. Oracion. I don't think there was there a branch in, Desert Place? A film area? Tharbad? Maybe Tharbad counts? Because I think they're technically in Calvert. They're just on the border, right? And then Messeldown, maybe? Maybe that could count for your 5th? It's that one we showed the last 2 aren't truly sure that I deserve to take up that supporting gauntlet. Well, I look close to the sun there, but I like the Moxie. Does it say which ones he has? Because, I mean, I guess he probably has Aracion, Longlie, and Edith. Or he may not have Edith yet. No, because I think he did, because I remember complaining about, like, how they gave it to him so easily. And at first it seemed like that was all he needed, was just the Edith one. And I was mad they didn't have to walk around the whole fucking country and save the country or whatever to get his senior status. Raise the hurdles, but now you gotta clear them. We'll be able to beat the path to senior Brazerhood right into you. Speaking of Craig, I had a pretty good training regimen I can pass along. I don't know if you should use his regimen. It's all up here from here, Gray. Try not to fall behind. Right, thanks for the help, guys. Might too late for me to say this without getting told off. I can't bring myself to turn a blind eye to kids like Lashgar or the other people whose scars run deep. I'm gonna aim high again, this time in a way that would make my sister proud. Had the Hodds away on a business trip. All the rotten timing. I always set them up for a duel whenever I'm in the capital. Well, whatever. I'll just take it out on Gray instead. That'll break him in good. Alright, what up, girly? Archon Solutions, an A-rank bracer and a divine blade here to sample our eastern fare. The smell of it's so rich it takes me right back to Longport. I can feel my mouth watering already. Yeah, we'll keep a leash on until lunchtime. We were just making the rounds on Edith's rumor mills while we worked through our 4 SPGs. Well, one juicy tidbit I have is a run-in with the Liu family yesterday. You already know about that? I do, albeit only superficially. While we're on the subject, I've been wondering what became of the Syndicate after the fact. The Liu family bigwigs are still somewhere in the capital. Same goes for Sal and his men. And by men, you mean the one guy? What they're up to is a mystery, but I hear the Council of Elders are making a big announcement soon. You can probably guess what it is. I anticipated a massive gambit from Sal, but it came a lot faster than I was anticipating. I'm in no mind to follow his example, but his cunning and audacity are to be admired. To be fair, it isn't as if this is all bad for the Syndicate. Maybe not, doesn't mean I have to whoop it up. Only whooping we're going to be doing is on his ass, am I right, Aaron? Well, I, for one, look forward to what the future holds for Hayway, and by extension, the path you choose to tread. Enough about our internal affairs. I happen to have a piece of information here that might interest you. The True Grievance Brigade has resumed their operations. Yeah, we know, lady. It's true! Heard from Elaine that they were on the move. Now, the guild doesn't have any specifics. At any rate, their core members should all be in custody after what happened at Aramis. If that alone were enough to deter them, they would have disbanded ages ago. And also, like, if that's supposed to be the same group, obviously they're on the move, because they already did a terrorist attack in the alternate timeline. I don't know who's currently leading their ranks, but they seem to be more zealous than ever. I thought cockroaches were hard to stomp out. Easterners like us may be on their blacklist, but I thought they're foolhardy enough to raise a hand against Hayway. So long as they don't act against us, we'll extend the same courtesy to them. Nah, I mean, you should probably get rid of them. At least do some good for the country. The rest of you aren't off their radars either, so you may want to watch your backs. Point taken. Thank you for the warning. Whoop, somebody's calling. Well, if it ain't the champ himself.
Hey guys, how's it hanging? It's been a while since we met face to face. You've just been counting down the days, I bet.
Well, I spare myself the headache and hang up. Besides, we saw you at the park just yesterday. What if I didn't go to the park, fan? Hold on a sec. Least you can do is hear me out. How does this get to the point? There's something important I wanted to ask you guys. Really now, on the same day as the big race? Doesn't seem like a coincidence. If you make me go into the damn forest and dig up another time capsule, I'm gonna beat you so bad that you're gonna need to look at your shirt to remember what your name is. You can put it that way, but I'd rather we go over the nitty-gritty in person. And now's a bad time, though I won't push my luck. A Z1 related request, huh? Guess there's a chance it's connected to those terrorists. I think we can work you in. Is that right? Glad to hear it. Let's meet up at 10:30 then. On the way. Sorry, I gotta watch a movie. Can you push it back to 10:31? They're pretty short. See you on the flip side. Ah, yes, Maxim. They're gonna think you're so cool. What do you think Maxim wants from us? You got all tense out of nowhere halfway through that call. Maybe there's trouble brewing over the Grand Prix? I don't know any better than you. Whatever it is has my nose twitching. Probably the allergies. You know, it's spring, Van. The True Grievance Brigade is most assuredly on the move again, but as of now, their objective is yet unknown. I doubt they're foolhardy enough to challenge Halo directly, but you can never tell what desperation will drive people to. You know, to watch your backs.
This is positively delectable.
Positively delectable. Mmm, delicious. That's what you sound like, lady. Alright, we good? I think we good. Well, let's save before we go. Cut things short here and meet up with Maxim. It will cause the main story to advance. I mean, it is always better to have that warning than not have it, but it is kind of funny that the idea that someone would have made it this far into the series and not understand the way the time passages always work. That like once you talk to the 3 or so red exclamation points, you're gonna get a phone call, and then it's like, hey, if you go here, the main story advances.
And not a moment too soon. I believe it's been a month since we've seen one another, Van. Apart from in the garden, that is.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it's been that long. Maybe it has. Yeah, I guess you haven't shown us since the start of the game. And let's be honest, you're not seeing any action in the garden. Been that long already? Doesn't feel like they'll even have my assistance. Oh yeah, because he did pop up in that. That's why it maybe seems a little bit sooner. Because that was just in the end of Anya's chapter. And it's like a wild stab, don't see you here just to catch up. I'll explain that and more to you in a bit. But first, sit down and take a load off. Thank you for placing an order for us, though I do feel a bit guilty letting you pay. Yeah, no need to put yourself out on our account. I think you can afford it, Van. Just think of it as a reward for all the times you were there for me. Don't mind if I do, then. Let's start with what Rin's doing here. Not that I don't already have an idea. Right, I won't beat around the bush. Long story short, today's Grand Prix is being targeted by anti-immigration terrorists. Yeah, I know. But for real? Wait, am I the only one who's surprised by that? Yeah. Well, all the signs so far were sort of pointing to it. First off, it came in knowing that leftover anti-immigration terrorists are still kicking about. Then we got the Z1 Grand Prix finals, which immigrants are going to turn up to in droves to see. Add to that the involvement of a CID analyst, and the rest is self-explanatory. I see what you mean now. Plus, one of their favorites in today's race is Aslan, who comes from the Central East. Only makes sense these terrorists would have their sights set on him. You're absolutely correct. Even despite the existence of Red Star, racers in the past were exclusively of white descent. In recent years, the number of Easterners and Central Eastern racers have grown to the point where they're no longer an exception. Among them, a star of hope for the Central Easterners was born in the form of Aslan. Nowadays, there are quite a few people who view the Z1 races as a symbol of ethnic integration. I can definitely feel it going in that direction. But of course, anti-immigration terrorists wouldn't take much fancy to that. They've determined the race's organizers call off the Z1 Grand Prix altogether. And by they, I mean the True Grievance Brigade. From what I hear, they've also demanded the police release their fellow members who were caught hiding in Aramis. I see, so the remnants truly are still active. It's just as we suspected. They'll stop at nothing to achieve their goals, but of course, you won't give in to their demands, alright? That goes without saying. The Grand Prix organizers haven't even considered suspending the event. And naturally, the CID plans to do everything in its power to address the situation. The start will be establishing a strict watch in and around the circuit venue as a precautionary measure. However, these radicals have little left to lose. The more we tighten the screws, the likelier it is they'll involve innocent people. Certainly can't be too careful given that a decent number of men purported to be at large. Or members. So, as a bit of added insurance, you want to enlist the aid of Arcade Solutions. Which this particular moment means you get a lane as part of the package. Pass it around. The Pampered Prince never misses a trick. Enough of the Pampered Prince bit, and it's Mr. Kincaid to you. But as you've surmised, the CID would like to once again issue an official 4SPG. While we go look at the Grand Prix, I want you guys to go down in the sewers. There's a very important monster. Your task is to flush out and apprehend the terrorists. Your assigned area will be the sewers. I mean the Speedway's interior. In the meantime, my men and I will handle the perimeter. Sounds like a plan. By the way, I'll be acting as a liaison between you and event management. If there's anything you need to pass on, just give me a call. Understood. Right then, I better head out. Gotta go blow up, if you know what I mean. Got a few things to take care of before the race. See you later. The True Grievance Brigade. Didn't seem as if they were tied to any other forces back at Aramis either. There's definitely a chance that someone will capitalize on their scheme just like before. Oh, you are still here. I was kind of like wondering, like, is she still, did she leave the party? She was there earlier, but she ain't said shit. And you would think that, you know, Kincaid would have commented on it. I was like, she's like invisible? It's like she doesn't want to be seen, she doesn't have to be seen type shit. As long as I put up, maybe Shizuna's just a figment of Van's imagination and nobody else can see her. I mean, you know? Maybe that's why she's so ridiculous, because she's not real. Speak for yourself. I'd rather call it quits. Anyway, let's go have some lunch and get to investigating. Alright, that's new headcanon. Shizuna, not real. Made up delusion of Van. Anytime someone acknowledges her existence, it's just in Van's head. Because he's got like a demon lord in there. He's an unreliable narrator. Shizuna officially no longer canon. It stopped snowing. So it has, though it's still a little overcast. The Grand Circuit, Edith's 12th district. I remember looking around here with Van during the Revolution Festival. Nah, I think I remember that. Yeah, you were sightseeing like no one's business. This is my first time in the area. Wait, what's that? Oh, you mean the Ferris wheel? More like Ferry wheel. You know what I mean? It's an attraction in which one rides a gondola attached to a rotating rim, allowing them to take in the surrounding views. Alright, yeah, whatever. Fucking martyr GPT. Cool. Is it like taking the Aerotram in Basel? No. I mean, I get... What? Very strange comparison, Ferry. I don't know how to answer that question. Doesn't feel quite the same, but there's definitely a resemblance, visually. I guess. You may not know, but this place also is one of the most up-to-date bouldering facilities out there. There's someone make a hobby of scaling natural rock formations with just their bare hands. I mean, that thing is pretty fucking tall. For just like a random, like, I mean, because it's not really an indoor rock climbing thing, but bouldering imitates that in a safe environment people will enjoy, right? Someone's been reading up. I tried it on one of my days off, and let me tell you, it really gets your blood pumping. Oh yeah, calling me intrigued. Unlike the Ferris wheel, this is the kind of thing you can have fun with solo. I get where y'all are coming from, but now the time to be fooling around. I mean, you could have... I mean, I feel like the Ferris wheel is actually... has the same amount of fun, whether you're alone or not. Kind of. I mean, because the whole point of the Ferris wheel is to, like... is the company, I guess. Because, like, the Ferris wheel by itself is not fun. Or not really, I mean... I don't know. I wouldn't say it's not fun, but it's not fun. It's like fun neutral. Come on, let's go check the perimeter before we head into the speedway.
The beer garden is awfully crowded today.
It sure is. Wait, isn't that...
It couldn't be unless... No way, not them.
Welcome to the official Z1 shop.
Can't understand how important aerodynamics are to an F1 vehicle. Airflow causes downforce, which pushes the car against the ground, giving the tires a stronger grip. That lets them take their sharp turns at high speeds without any problems. Yeah, okay. Who asked? Asked the guy in leather at the counter which he thought was cooler, trains or Z1 cars. His response, "How should I know what you like? Figure it out for yourself." What a wake-up call. It almost shocked me numb.
You can find all manner of official Z1 merchandise.
Really could have phrased it a little bit nicer. Just like that guy at the counter says, I gotta figure out what I like for myself. I mean, he's not wrong. It's just kind of
We even have rare items that
a strange thing to say to a... Oh, okay, that's why.
enjoy your gift.
It's kind of a strange thing to say to a kid. Cool, gotta get behind the idea of wearing a dress shirt even for work. After consulting with my manager, he permitted me and the man at the counter in my personal attire. Or to man the counter. As a matter of fact, doing so actually put me more in line with the store's aesthetic. Should count myself lucky to work under someone so flexible.
You're free to look around.
I don't know if we need
Come
those
back
to
whenever.
combine or not. Wow, there's so many people here, so where are the racers? They're probably all getting ready. Oh, right, guess Aslan has to make sure he looks good for the winner's circle, huh? Hey, think maybe we can get him to sign something for us? You're right, I gotta usually do a bunch of stuff with the fans afterwards. Not that I really know, though. You baited me. The real Shino's bar. Not that fake shit they got at Marche. Hello and welcome to Shino's Bar. Can I interest you in a pre-race refreshment? Damn, Shino's. Prime location instead of shop. Good for you. I'm not usually a fan of large events like these, but they aren't so bad on occasion. Thinking back, it's been about a year since I first opened. I've done business in so many places since then. Maybe it's time to reflect on what I've learned. Something wrong? Ah, don't mind me. Have a wonderful time. I hope you get to enjoy it to the fullest. It's a nice sentiment, but we didn't come here just to play around. And only one thing for it. Sooner we get this shit squared away, the sooner we can let our hair down.
Hello.
Damn, this is an expensive ass fucking gelato, man. I mean, like in comparison to the other food.
Thank you.
I'm not usually a fan of large events like these, but they aren't so bad on occasion. This final race will close out the season. I hope you get to enjoy it to the fullest. Oh, it's Lyle and Julian, and Thelma's here too? Hey, Anya, it's hard at work again, huh? You're awfully passionate about your job, don't you think? What are you doing around here, though? Is there some kind of trouble? We're just doing a little investigation is all. Did you three come to watch the race together? Well, Julian told me he'd never seen Z1 before. Figures since today's the finals and all, now would be the perfect chance. And I just invited myself along. I see. Well, I guess we'll see you guys later then. Why don't we have a chat over tea sometimes? Yeah, and let us know if there's anything we can help you with, alright? Thank you very much. Usually when I swing around these parts is to pick up chicks. Today's the finals. This time all my focus is going towards the race. I'm pretty used to watching horses compete at the Heimdall racehorse back home. This is my first time seeing the Z1 in person instead of on a screen. I could hardly wait. Maxim's handsome and all, but the real hottie who's caught my eyes these days is Aslan. Maybe I'll buy one of the photos of him they're selling over at the boutique. Don't buy a photo of a famous person, please. That you ain't beating the allegations. We've had more families and couples than usual today. But I wouldn't give to have a girlfriend myself. Who else is to ride the Ferris wheel with? I mean, like, if you have, like, a personal thing and you want to get it signed, that's whatever. But, like, I'm gonna buy a photo of a celebrity, even if the photo is signed, I don't know, man. That's weird. But I'm definitely, I mean, I'll accept I'm not, like, the norm there. Like, I would never really care about getting anything autographed, but I can get it. But, like, I'm gonna pay money to buy a picture of a famous person? I don't know, man. That just seems weird to me. Stands are packed to the brim today, so unless you have a reservation, I'm afraid it's standing room only. Because at least, like, if you, like, get something autographed, like, part of the story there is that, hey, you got to at least have, like, a minor interaction with the person at the same time. But, like, just going to the store and buying a picture of them seems really weird. If you're still interested in purchasing a ticket, just let me know.
Which team is gonna bring home the gold? You won't want to miss a single second of this race, folks.
I think I'll give it a try.
Come on, rock climbing minigame. Let's go. That's all there is to it. Hope that helps. Wow, you climb so nimbly. Choosing an efficient route really makes a difference. I think I'm starting to get the gist of this. Hustle and bustle over at the racetracks on a whole nother level today. Almost feels like a festival. I'll drink to that.
Come on in and eat your fill.
Let's take a sip of the sauce real quick. Alright. Not to pat my own back, but here at Golden Hour, I always spare some extra kindness for younger racers. I get out free meals to the ones down in the luck one a few times. Wasn't often, but I've even treated the great Maxim Lugan on occasion. I'll never forget the day he brought a boatload of customers into my seats. That is his way of paying me back now that he's made it big.
My stuff can't be beat.
Golden Ale. Ration Ale. Brewed with a traditional recipe, which is a hate for foreigners.
I'll be waiting for you.
Horation's words, not mine. Drinking here lets me rub elbows with more racers than I can count. The goal is to eventually bag myself one of the money makers like Maxim Lugan, then I'll be set for life. At least that's a fantasy that keeps me going. Reality can be cruel sometimes.
Oh, hello everyone.
So you guys decided to come too, huh?
On business, but yeah. Forget that. What are you doing here, Grant? Oh, I didn't even see her.
I'll have you know, Victor and I go way back.
Really?
He used to work at one of my go-to restaurants during my glory days.
At one point, Dominique took a real fancy to my cooking. Ever since, she's been giving me pointers in just about everything. I wouldn't have been able to get Mamar up and running without her support.
Don't say. Never would have guessed that you two had a history. It's definitely a shocker. But that's not what I meant. What are you doing here at the Grand Circuit? What do I even need to ask? Come to think of it, I recall hearing that you offered advice to professional athletes before. Does that mean you're here to coach the Z1 racers?
Only the ones on the younger side. Though I've also been putting in my 2 mirror on how they're running this whole affair.
Judy the Van sure went exaggerating about her. She's a granny of all trades if I ever saw one. A granny of all seasons, even. And yet she rarely ventures into the public eye. I see now why the rumors refer to her as a legend. Bet she could hold up in a scuffle too. Dames like her must be one of a million. Alright, enough feeding her ego. All I want to know is, where'd Yumes get off to? Yeah, because I saw there were 3, and I just assumed one was Yume. I didn't really get a good look. That's right, I don't see her around.
She and Maxim made a promise to ride the Ferris wheel together.
I didn't see him on the Ferris wheel.
They should be back before long, though.
They've already been kidnapped? A playdate, huh? Those two are pretty chummy now. Nothing to worry about then, right? Save for the potential terrorist situation? Let's check around the Ferris wheel just in case.
Ooh, a Ferris wheel. I'm getting the urge to climb all the way to the top of it.
What kind of crazy-ass urge is that? And don't even think about trying it. You hear me?
I mean, that would be something I wouldn't really faze me that much. My dad used to work at a famous 3-star restaurant a long time ago. Apparently Dominique was a big help to him back then. It's been much too long since I last saw her. He's still as busy as ever, it seems. I'll have to keep my ears open for any stories she has to share. Dominique has done much for me over the years. I'll have to treat her to another meal at our place. I extend that invite to Chloe, too. We weren't busy all the time. Even Mom? Oh no, faces. Have some mercy, the bistro only sanctuary I got left. You're turning pale, Judith. What's the matter? More than we'll ever know. Just give her some space for now.
Well...
I mean, it is, because I don't remember them ever implying that... Because you feel like that was something that would come up once you started basically living there. You'd have been like, hey, I'm big fans of your Grammy and Mommy. We go way back. You may want to ride the Ferris wheel with Maxim. Race is coming up, so we promise not to take too long. If the two of them have fun, a quiet moment together should... I mean, it's also possible they did mention that, like, offhand, and I don't remember, but... Get the sense you didn't come here for a simple day at the races. I'll leave it at that. Got no plans to horn in on whatever sprigging business you're up to. In fact, I expect you to aim high and soar, this being your home turf. And that goes double for you, Judith. Oh, she always gotta turn the screws on me. Hey, well, Maxim, he can wait. We still got a few people.
Which team is gonna bring home the gold? You won't want to miss a single second of this.
I've never been to the Z1 until now. Harry told me loads about how cool it's gonna be. I hope his dad makes it in time to watch it with us. I can't wait. Dad's late again. He even promised he'd watch the race again together. They're supposed to make up for last time, too. What's this deal? All he cares about is work, work, work.
The moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. The
Not
final
long
race
until the race begins. Sure hope Parker gets here in time.
is about to begin.
After all, he was the one who suggested we take the boys out to see it. Hey, not a pull a few strings and set us up with our tickets.
Bring home the gold.
Harry's gonna be crushed if he doesn't show up.
Single second of this race, folks.
Professional racing requires superhuman levels of kinetic vision, reflexes, and focus. But even those are nothing without nerves of steel, and, you know, the car. I used to dream about being a racer myself, but I gave up once I realized I didn't have what it takes. Alright. Kind of depressing.
I'll give it a try.
Just to bring that up to a stranger. Like, I used to have dreams. I used to dream I would be somebody in life, but then I gave up. Oh, do you just want to turn in your tickets? Oh, yeah, Dub. Go right in. So this is the ferry wheel. Makes you feel so short from up close.
That was so much fun!
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, it's Van and his friends!
Hey, all. How's the operation going?
Operation?
You can relax. We'll get the job done. So Yume, how was riding the Ferris wheel with Maxim?
I could see the whole circuit from the tippy top!
Wow, that must have been the best seat in the house.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't stay on it longer.
And you had to be on it with Maxim.
Oh, well, you know what they say. Time flies when you're having fun. Tell you what, if we get another chance, I'll go around 3 more times with you.
Really? Cross your heart?
Cross my heart.
Motherfucker getting exploded. Van knows. Van's media literate.
I'll make sure Yume here gets back to Paulette safe and sound. Oh, and before I forget, I've already arranged to get you guys into the Speedway. Just give your names at the ticket counter and they'll let you through. Best of luck out there.
I mean, they could blow them both up too. For sure, thanks.
Bye, Van! Bye, everyone!
Looks like Maxim's headed straight for the racetrack himself. Is something bothering you, Van? Nah, it's nothing. We're gonna want to follow his lead soon.
Alrighty then. Let me figure out how much I want to bet, and...
Aaron, no betting and no getting drunk either.
I wasn't gonna... Hey, come on, chill. It was just a joke.
Was it, though? Was it really?
At any rate, we're here strictly on business. Do try to contain yourself.
Now, personally, I would never bet on anything. But, I mean, if he wants to throw his money away, may as well. You know, how long does it take to place a bet? It's not like he's got to, you know... It's not going to hold him up too much. Now, getting drunk, yeah, definitely shouldn't be getting drunk, because, you know, we are about to do something. But if you want to take 2 seconds to be like, hey, I'm putting it all in black. And then, you know, you come back and you either get some money or you don't. You know. We give our names at the counter and head into the Speedway? Yeah, sure, whatever. Are you looking to purchase a ticket? Unless you have a reservation, I'm afraid it's standing room only. Name's Van Arkrod. That doesn't mean anything to me. Maxim Lugan, should have something set up for us? Ah, so you're friends with Mr. Lugan. My apologies. Mr. Van Arkrod, was it? Yes, I have you right here. That'll be 9 event passes for you. Go right ahead and enter the venue. Do we... Oh, sorry, Shizuna. I don't think you're included there. I don't have time to count all the party members, and I'm pretty sure you're not included. You'll have to watch from the Ferris wheel. Got it. The VIP treatment isn't so bad. Little past noon, and the race is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. sharp. Couldn't ask for better driving weather either. Yeah, it feels great outside and the sky is clearing up nicely. This is the part where nothing bad happens. On the other hand, the stand's already filling in, even with 2 hours to go. This goes to show how much they're chomping at the bit. This is, after all, the Grand Prix's annual finals. The crowd's fervor is almost palpable. How do you plan on finding those bozos, then? Don't tell me you plan on grilling the audience 1 seat at a time. Well... You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if they try and make it better, get mad at them. And even with so many people here, doing that would only draw... Unless it comes to software updates. That's the one thing I'm not progressive on. Never update your shit, alright? At least not Windows. Windows, you can't be trusted. You're not allowed to update things anymore. I'm still waiting on them to fucking fix the taskbar they broke, man. It's so annoying. Incidentally, Rin gave away some sort of data before we parted. What was it? This little trick to up a zero in on the enemy. The terrorist weaponry of choice are specifically designed to bypass standard metal detectors. As luck would have it, we managed to get our hands on a similar model from the Blacklight District. You install this data and perform a shard search, and you should be able to identify them. Best of luck. How do we get our weapons in? Wow, the CID thinks of everything. I call it over repairing if it saves some hassle. Might as well roll with it. I look forward to the data. I'll forward the data to you guys. That way we can split up and cover as much ground as possible. Yup, let's split up, gang. Nothing bad can happen doing that. Our first order of business will be to pinpoint any terrorists hiding at the Speedway. Then we surround them, close in, and corral the whole group at once. Simple as that. Just one thing, I want Rosette to act as an operator. And that means compiling everybody's findings and passing along my instructions when needed. Indeed, as you wish. Good, let's get this done. Right. Alright, we're all fanned out. I'm gonna start moving too.
Okay, the Zyphas are all set up. Now we just need to do a shard search.
Well, something we gotta do first, fan, because you already know the vibe.
We've got to catch these terrorists so we can keep Yume and the others safe.
It's okay. If she dies, we can go back time. But you know what we can't do by going back time? Talking to these NPCs. Most consider Etwas and Inger to be the two top contenders in the Z1. But we at Red Star have been steadily climbing the ranks, as has Leno. Be sure to keep an eye out for us on the track, okay? No. Whoa, feel that energy? That's what pit girls like us live for. Everybody make sure to root for Maxim, okay? Just think you'll be right here to witness him take his historic 4th Z1 Grand Prix championship in a row. Nah, man.
This is all so exciting.
That just means your sport's cooked. If somebody can win 4 times in a row, your sport is cooked. Something needs to change. Maybe it's not even that they're terrorists. They're just radical Z1 fans who are like, we can't let the sport become stagnant by letting the same guy win every time. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's like we're giving them false motivations. Maybe they're just really big fans of racing. You know? Edros and Ingrid are definitely neck and neck for the top spot, but now there's snowy roads in the mix. Thankfully the weather's lightened up a bit, but anything can happen, you know? Man, I'm nervous. I can hardly concentrate. Yeah, if Leno or Red Star get first place, they could end up winning the whole Grand Prix. Oh boy, things are so heated I might just lose my mind. Why, that's a fool up in here. Well, I see you guys are enjoying yourselves. I haven't gone to Z1 since I was 3, but the adrenaline in the last race just never gets old. Do they have cars that long? You should hurry up and grab a seat, Van. It could be starting any second. Didn't it say it was 2 hours from now? I'm here on business, actually. Gotta take care of it fast so the rest of you in the stands can have a good time. Aslan's giving the veterans a real run for their mirror this year. Max can't afford to slip up today. Not that it's all riding on him. The sport's as much about the car and the pit crew's performance as the drivers. First place is still for grabs here. That's what gets us all fired up in the stands.
Well...
For the record, my favorites to win are Ingrid and Leno. Team Ingrid's got a decent chance of bringing it home. But obviously I want Leno to do well too, since I drive a cobble myself. Maxon's got a pretty good shot at taking his 4th championship in a row, though. Oh, I'm so excited my heart's about to jump out of my chest. This could be anyone's race, but my money's on Red Star all the way. Why? Because I'm Team Red Star for life. Hell, I've been blowing my savings on them and thanking for the opportunity. That's not the flex you think it is. When I say I'm ride or die, I mean it. Can't get this show on the road already. Hey, man, watch where you clapping. What's up? You looking for something? The race is starting soon. You may want to hurry back to your seat. Been hard since early morning. Won't want to miss out on the pre-event pit prep. I feel like we're getting prepped just fine, partner. Red Star isn't likely to pull for victory this year, but I still believe in miracles. Inger might stand a chance at winning the Grand Prix if they earn enough points in the finals. But to do that, Aslan ought to pull ahead and snatch first place away from Maxim Lugan. We're in for quite a riveting race. Anybody with eyes can see that Etwas is going to win. I mean, come on, it's Maxim Lugan. First place is made for him. Is he Etwas? I thought he was Red Star. What are you? Oh no, he is Etwas. Okay. Well, isn't he red? Shouldn't he be Red Star? Nah, they're all made up brands, man. Anybody up with their shards? Who are these people I don't know? Jake? Doris? No, you. You seem familiar, but I don't recognize your names. Oh, Aslan, what a dreamboat. If he doesn't win today's race, I'll freak. This one time we asked Aslan for an autograph, and he was all polite and gentlemanly about it. My girlfriend's been a super fan ever since. How do I feel about that? Don't even ask. Well, I mean, I don't know. Now, him acting, doing the exact bare minimum, which is when someone's like, hey, I'm a huge fan, you say, oh, that's great, I'm really happy to hear that, you know? You just act like a decent person. That's not really anything to be like, oh my god, they're so amazing. They did like the bare minimum. You could do it, Leno. Go, go, go! And if I wish hard enough, they'll pull off a miracle and turn the tables. Nah, kid. They may be out of the championship running, but I have high hopes for Leno all the same. I want them to show me they've still got enough fuel in their tanks to mount a comeback in next year's Grand Prix.
It's almost time for the final race.
It is almost time for the final race. And you know, as for the whole, our girlfriend's like really into the celebrity, well, you know, it's probably harmless, but if anything, you should be more concerned about like the celebrity worship, not necessarily the idea that like, oh no, the celebrity's gonna steal my girl, that she's like being unfaithful, or that she would be if she had the chance. Like, I don't know, sometimes people, like on one hand I'm like, let people enjoy things, on the other hand I'm like, celebrity worship is fucking weird. So I don't know how I feel. It's almost time. I gotta make sure these pre-race jitters come through my article. Next on the agenda is to interview as many spectators as possible before those cars take off.
The final race of this year's C1.
I know. I was talking. Man, I was trying to chat. Listen, Carlos, you're the one we'll be concerned to for this. If you say no, we'll have to forfeit our slot. Ah, give me a break. Tired a decade ago. My foot hasn't even healed all the way. Well, the Z1 is no Sunday drive, you know? I won't argue that point, but still. Oh, whoops. Carlos, that's the guy who used to race for Leno way back when. Seems to be deep in conversation with one of their reps. Nothing's popping up on the search, though. Doubt they're with the terrorists. No sense spoken in their business. Guess I gotta sweep. No, Van, you just dead-ended us! We must intervene! Carlos is our savior, didn't you hear him?
Today's main race is about
I said my piece. You'll have to try your luck with somebody else. Alright.
that you please remain
Volunteer yourself, Van.
race to begin.
Become the racer who will save the day.
We gotta hurry.
I'm positive this brother. Look at all them people. Look at all them dots, Van. They're begging for it. They don't even know how badly they want it.
I've got beer. You want some?
I'm so pumped.
It was you, wasn't it, kiddo?
It's almost time for the final race.
All been waiting for us.
This is all so exciting.
Suspicious man.
About to begin.
Mighty suspicious there, isn't it? Mr. Suspicious, if that is your real name. Oh, we actually should have called the video, but getting a hit from that guy. No two ways about it. Doesn't seem like he's part of the group, though. I'll stand by and keep an eye on until Rosette calls. The rest of the team has completed their investigations. Ultimately, the only positive search results was the man you came across. Yeah, I just checked with Ren. He said the others might be outside the arena. If not, then chances are they're hiding somewhere on the racetrack. Anyway, I'm gonna move in on this one. You really have the plan to everyone else? Indeed. Excuse me, you got a sec? Need some? Let's just say you've been selected for a stop and search. Want something about what you're concealing there? Come on, the concession prices are insane, man. You really think I'm gonna pay fucking 2,000 mira for a beverage? Are you out your damn mind? Yes, I smuggled in drinks. So what? Does that make me a criminal? If so, then this is an unjust country and I demand change in the concession prices. Everything else is pretty good. I think the Patriot League, I think they're doing their job. I think they're taking out the bad guys. But the concession prices, that's something that's got to change in Calvin. That's my political mantra. That's what I've been selected to ask questions at the political debate tonight, and that's what I'm going to ask them. What's up with concession prices? How could you possibly? And in case you get any funny ideas, you already got you surrounded. Surrender quietly. Didn't realize I'd drawn so much attention. So be it. Yeah. Guys. Trying to make a suicide run? Not on my watch. Big talk for a little lady. Might straight my spine chill. Probably because she's a ghost and she's not real. Yeah, forget it. Sorry about this. The road's closed. Oh, that's Elaine. I forgot you were here. Give yourself up without a fuss, and you may still get off with a minimal sentence. Beauty's blade! Oh, God. Is this the time to ask for an autograph? I guess escape's the only good option. In that case... Hey guys, 1 second. Let me get my big ass sword out and let me put on my. Cause you think he fit that on underneath his clothes? I have a hard time buying it. I feel like he stripped naked and then got changed in front of everyone. Also, there's like invisible people with him too because reasons. Those playmates are hiding under shard camouflage. He wasn't just running around randomly, but I was searching. And nothing we weren't expecting. Hey, holding up, Elaine. Perfectly fine, thank you. I think we can agree the odds are stacked against you. Even then, you're still gonna pick a fight? Don't take us lightly. We are the true grievance brigade. The leader's coward needs most. No, then our sponsors didn't have dropped us on our backs or against the wall. A shame we couldn't drag those blasted immigrants into this. We'll just have to settle for taking you down with us instead.
Comrades, let us make our stand!
Yep. Alright, so we'll call it here. Next time we'll ult and kill these guys.
You blind fools.
Blind fools, by the way. Hands up if you're a blind fool. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.